Hey, Scott, it's Rod, and I want to thank you very much for doing this today. Scott Weidman is a certified financial planner in the Daytona Beach area. We met each other, how long ago, Scott? A couple of years now?
It has to be 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, we met through a chamber group, and Scott really has a nice practice in town. I'll let you sort of frame what you have and where your business is, and then we'll go and talk about a few things we're doing together. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in practice for 18 years. Just pretty much bumbled through, learned the business, and just tried to acquire one client at a time over the years. And I had come to the realization that I really need to come up with some sort of a marketing strategy. And maybe it's just dumb luck, but we wound up meeting each other at the chamber through a chamber function. And one thing led to another, and the strategies now that you've been helping me with it's remarkable to see how things are really starting to take off. But my practice has always been focused on retirement planning. And obviously with baby boomers, we've got more baby boomers retiring today than you could shake a stick at. And there's an opportunity for that, and really just getting out there in front of the people and letting them know what I do has always been my challenge, because I tend to be somewhat introverted anyway. I'm not a social butterfly. So for me, you helping me with my marketing efforts, I'm seeing a significant impact.
And it just does the heart good to hear those stories, because that's how I tell every client I start with. This will take time. Just be patient. You have to do a few things consistently, and that's what I like. You've done all those things. You were patient, and you agreed to, think the long haul, and all of this is really starting to take off. You just said you weren't a social butterfly, but I want you to use that analogy you shared with me not long ago about what you said I do.
Oh, right. You've essentially taken me as a caterpillar, and you've taken me now through that whole process of metamorphosis, and now I'm coming out the other side as a butterfly. And it's true. It's really remarkable how you can take somebody and almost by strategically shining the light on themselves, create a celebrity out of that person. And it's just amazing, the difference and the way that people now seem to perceive me through some of these marketing initiatives that we're doing. There's definitely a difference when I'm out in, different groups, and people perceive you differently when they, when you're shining the light on some of the things that you're doing from a marketing perspective and your achievements and that sort of thing. So.
And you and I are in a marketing mastermind group together. I guess we have 4 or 5 regulars in this particular group. And, the beauty of it is 18 months ago you were learning this stuff, and now you've been doing it long enough. You're giving advice to people in the group when somebody's in the hot seat. So one day you're the student, the next day you're teaching somebody who's coming on board. Everybody helps each other. That's the beauty of our mastermind group. It's not self-serving. You come, you learn, you get help, but you're also dispensing help, and everybody benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say this again, because this is one thing I've repeated to you over and over again. After I read your book, the one thing in that entire book that really resonated with me, that you have helped, and through the mastermind group, you basically facilitate it. But you're right, we all chip in and offer our advice, and you more or less guide the group with your experience and expertise. But you always said, if you had to catch a bird, what would you do? And most people would run out in the woods with a net and try to catch a bird. And
right.
When you showed me how to build a bird feeder, I completely started to think about how I'm going to market my business differently now. And I no longer worry about trying to find a new client. Instead, I'm more focused on creating something of value, and my efforts are completely different today. And now it's amazing. I mean, people are calling me. They're coming out of it's like they're coming out of the woodwork. I don't know. I'm almost afraid I'm going to wind up cursing myself by talking too much about it.
Well, what's nice is your industry, financial planning, there's no absence of financial planners around the country. I mean, you can go on any street corner, it seems like, and there's some kind of financial planning firm, large or small. And for you to be able to start seeing what you're seeing, it's tremendous. And
it really is.
Good for you, good for us, and we all benefit, we all win. And we're just scratching the surface here. You've got a lot of irons in the fire, and wait till all of these kick in. It's really going to change. You'll be hiring people, and it really is. And I thank you for having the patience and the willingness to come here and share with everybody listening what has happened to your business and how we've both benefited.
Well, just like, in my practice, I tell clients that, I'm in a rowboat with my client. And at the end of the day, I point you in the right direction, but you've got to do all the hard work of rowing. And that's exactly the relationship I think I have with you, is that from a marketing standpoint, you have pointed me in the right direction. And I mean, I was just, aimlessly, floundering, not having a clue how to market myself. And you've pointed me in the right direction now, and now it's just a matter of me digging in and putting in the effort to do what most people aren't willing to do. And the results, I'm already starting to see the results pan out. So it's been awesome.
Yeah.
I thank you for that.
Thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure, and it's fun to watch. And the best part about all of it is most of this is still in front of you. And once you've now niched your business to where you're not doing like every other financial planner in town, sending out invitations to come to a steak dinner and sit with total strangers and hear a sales pitch. Right. That's as creative as the industry has gotten at this point. You're out in the deep blue waters where nobody's fishing, and you're catching fish, and it's fun to see it develop. So thank you. We'll just keep the pedal down and keep going after it together.
That sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to the next 5 years.
Thanks. I can't wait to watch it all come together for you. Well, listen, I will let you go. Thanks for what you've done here and sharing this information with those who are listening.
You're welcome. I'm more than happy to.
Okay, Scott. I'll see you soon, buddy.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.